bubble. Look at the cash, bubble. Look at the cash, bubble. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young RCK's Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you said you didn't never. I'm a stud, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, never shit.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with the corner and standing by to call the action. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fan that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here. Winners of 7 of their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
False start, offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Warner. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brandon Marshall. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this 1st drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
As he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air. Right. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Adam Gotsis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down, Warner. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Warner from the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a...
Any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take it at the 42. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And they'll run it here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now Warner. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So awfully close that time, but his kick's going to come up short by about the length of the football.
Yeah, Brandon, he got a little help from the mile-high air, but that one just didn't quite get there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here to stay returns following this. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things.
Set,
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right
Still
tackle.
2nd down.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a first down throw. Warner. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
To throw on second down, Warner. And the catch is made by Justin Harney. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He can't get him down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
Green, 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner, that's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on. Trailing, it's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A chance for us now to discuss Jay Ajayi. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
Yeah, he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? The defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. It'll be Warner on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Not only have they completed this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Warner to throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Warner. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Warner. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock